Now we'll come to the last process, which is by far the easiest and indeed is the most fun. And what we do now is this. We want to, as we said, we want to try and escape from this track. And the method we're going to use now is we're going to start at a different point. And as we come back from that point to the beginning, we increase our chance of hitting that track. This is going to be a chance point. We'll call it a random input, a random word, which we're going to use as a starting point and try and generate some ideas about a situation. In other words, supposing you were trying to design a new suite or some new type of suite or something, and we're going to be using the random word method. And we're going to get a random word by someone giving me a number between 10 and 600, which will be the page in the dictionary which Dinah's got, and a number between 1 and 10, which will be the position of the word on that page. And Dinah will go to the nearest noun. So let's have some numbers from you. 1 between 10 and 600, 1 between 1 and 10.
540.
So we want page 540, and the position of the word on the page?
Second.
The second word down, and Dinah will tell us what she finds in the dictionary. Page 540, second word down. Go to the nearest noun.
Shrapnel.
Shrapnel. All right, the word is shrapnel. Shrapnel, for those of you who may not remember, is when a shell bursts and all the little bits of metal splinters get blown all over the place. So spend some time on your own first, some thinking time on your own, using that as a stimulus word to generate some ideas in that area. A little time thinking on your own first. All right, let's see what we've got. Let's have someone in this group here. Yes.
We thought of the opposite to the idea of shrapnel, the idea of coming together.
Bringing things together rather than spreading out.
Bringing things together,
yes,
so that perhaps a picture could be formed or some sort of image, and then some sort of reward would be given as a result of it.
All right, some way in which what? You'd put the wrappers or the sweets or something together, yeah.
Yes,
all right.
Your prize.
And a prize. Some others? Some others, yes?
Well, it's a sweet, and when you eat it, it goes into the blood system, and it makes you tingle, as though you're getting bits of shrapnel all over your body.
Interesting idea. When you eat it, it goes into the bloodstream, and it makes you tingle, as if you were getting little bits of shrapnel shot into you, sort of itchy and tingling, sort of itchy powder. Yes, that's nice. Some others? Yes, over there?
Sweet with little bits of hard, hard sweet things.
Yes.
And it sort of pops and all little bits spread around your mouth.
Yes.
And, you know, you have a long time picking it out, so the sweet at the end.
So you can go on eating it and eating it.
Yes.
All right, so it's got little hard bits in, and when you eat it, it sort of pops, and they get lodged in different parts of your mouth, all right?
What about
The boy in front is?
to make yourself enjoyable at the dentist, a type of sweet that when you suck it, it type of cleans your mouth with toothpaste or something. It keeps your teeth clean.
A sort of sweet which, when you sucked it, cleans your mouth and keeps your teeth clean. Yes, that's nice. All right, so let's summarize what we've been talking about with lateral thinking. And the first point is that we tend to be locked into the existing patterns. And the only ways we have for escaping from the patterns are accident, mistake, humor, or lateral thinking, which we try to do as a deliberate process. I also mentioned that I thought humor was one of the most significant characteristics of the human mind, and it surprised me how little attention psychologists and philosophers had paid to it. In lateral thinking, instead of using judgment, which we use in order to find patterns and stay with them, what we want to use is something which is going to help us escape from the patterns, and we're going to call that movement. Movement instead of judgment, and movement has its own word, po, which means let's use this for its movement value. Whether it's right or wrong, let's use it for its movement value. We then looked at 3 of the ways of using lateral thinking, and we looked at them very briefly. One of them was to use an idea as a sort of stepping stone. The other one was to try and identify what we take for granted and then escape from it. And the third one was to come in from a random point, and as we found our way back, we increased the chance of hitting this sidetrack. On the whole, what it all adds up to is that in progress, sometimes we may need to move back on an idea which may have been successful at the time and change it for a different idea. And we need thinking ways of changing ideas rather than just waiting for the old clash method where someone doesn't like your idea and you have an almighty argument and neither idea really improves. So the need for lateral thinking arises from the nature of mind to form patterns, and it's a way of cutting across patterns, of escaping from existing patterns